Welcome back to the Playbook by Charlie. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, share. Thanks for tuning in again. And if you're new here, welcome, you're in the right place. All right, this might be the most important video I've ever made or I will ever make. Maybe not, but it should be. Let me tell you why. Because people always, for some reason, I think my algo was trying to trigger me for some reason, because every time I was doom scrolling, of course, real late at night, because that's what we do, right? Late at night, we doom scroll. I was scrolling and they kept showing me videos of people saying it's a terrible idea to buy real estate right now, okay? Every day online, people are saying home prices are too high. Rates are too high. And someone says renting is smarter. And look, I get it. On the surface, renting looks easier. You don't have as much skin in the game. You don't have to pay a ton of money to get into a property. I understand, I get it. But it's like the saying goes. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. Let me explain. The first objection I hear is renting is buying is too expensive. Okay, what are you comparing that to? So basically everybody is either going to, unless you're living at home, living rent-free, or you got set up and you're living rent-free, so you're either going to be renting or you're gonna buy. Those are the only two options you have. So yeah, let's say you're renting a home for $2,500, but you could buy for $3,000. Yeah, so renting in that sense is actually $500 cheaper than it would be to buy. But renters forget, and I don't mean to get off technical, but in month one, about $300 of the mortgage payment that you're making brings down the principal. That's equity. So by year 10, that equity portion grows to about $600 a month. So actually your effective monthly cost going out decreases over time, unlike renting, which goes up. But what about the rising payments? Let's talk about inflation now. Basically, inflation is the cost of goods and services getting more expensive over time, all right? Like rent, like groceries, like eggs, all of that has begun to rise over time. But you know what's a hedge against inflation? That's right, a mortgage payment, a house. Because as everything is going up, okay, cost of goods, rent, your mortgage payment, and it's on a fixed rate, which means basically as everything's going up, your mortgage payment's going down because one, you're paying into it every single month and it can't go up because it's fixed. So basically, inflation going up, mortgage payments going down. That is the hedge, and that is how you win against inflation. Renting, you cannot do that. Your rent will constantly go up. I don't know, maybe somebody out there, has there ever been a landlord out there that said, you know what, I'm gonna actually charge these clients less? Maybe, who knows? Okay, so cost and inflation now favor ownership. Let's talk about taxes. So what about taxes? Okay, two things I know in life: death, taxes. Did you know that homeowners can actually deduct mortgage, interest, and property taxes? So depending on your tax bracket, that might mean hundreds and thousands of dollars that you're saving every single year just for owning a home. Now, let's talk about the biggest advantage in real estate, and that is appreciation. Appreciation is basically your home's value going up over time, okay? So let's think about a $500,000 house, okay? If your home goes up, historically homes have gone up 4%. Of course, when you have COVID and lower interest rates and other things like that, home prices tend to go up a lot more, and depending on where you're located. So let's just be very conservative and say, if you have a $500,000 home and it goes up 4% for that year, that means you've earned 20% for doing nothing but just sitting in that house. And lastly, as you know, we think of it kind of like a bill. Okay, I gotta pay my mortgage, but some of that money is actually going down to pay the principal balance. So yes, as you pay it every single month, that principal is slowly shrinking down. So your assets rising, your debt is shrinking. Renting is temporary comfort. Owning is long-term freedom. There is no finish line with rent. It goes up forever. A mortgage has an end date, whether it's 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, it has an end date. Wealth is not built today, it is built over years, okay? This is the Playbook by Charlie, giving you the real numbers that help you win. Again, share this with somebody you love, share this with somebody who needs to hear it. See you next week.